True or false, you've been banned from every men's league in the state of California.
52 rinks.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen in a locker room besides Donald Brashear scrubbing his dog's balls in the team shower?
I'll smack you with Banya leaves.
Okay.
You know what that is?
No. I don't know why I said okay, and I don't know what it is, though.
I'm dangerous, brother.
Buckle up, Moose Javians, because we've got a barn burner of a show for you tonight. Our next guest is a complex and world-class villain of the game. He was dubbed the most hated player in the NHL by the Hockey News, racked up over 1,500 penalty minutes in his illustrious 13-year career. Known in some corners as a verbal assassin, the NHL loved him so much they even named a rule after him. Here he is, Mr. Big Time himself, Sean Avery. Sean, thanks for coming to Moose Jaw. How the hell are you?
Oh, man, wow. Long travel day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what brings you up here?
I'm actually doing a promotional event for Via Rail.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a new sleeper train.
Sleeper train. I'm unaware of this. Okay.
I'm at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah?
And,
Well, we'll get you transferred to a different hotel.
No. We'll be at the bar.
Sandy's probably
She working?
Yeah.
She's tending?
She pours some stiff. Yeah. I'm a Caesar guy, though.
Oh.
Strictly Caesars.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw you play. I saw your game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not bad.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, I get around at my age still.
When you wear the goggles.
Oh, that was fucking miserable. Here you go.
Good team guy, glue guy.
Oh, yeah, glue guy. I can take face-offs, but they don't let me play center because I can only stay out for 30 seconds now. Sean, we've managed to procure a copy of your book entitled Offside, My Life Crossing the Line, a memoir of fast living and tough hockey. I read the Canadian version as a point of pride, but I know reading is difficult for my intern, Nick Farino, who splurged on the audio version, which I believe you narrate.
I do. 11 hours, unabridged.
And you really jump right in, so that's what I'd like to do here. Okay? Can you walk us through your decision to run Andrew Raycroft in Detroit's rookie camp in 01, which I believe triggered a line brawl?
You know, I played junior with Andrew.
In Kingston, right?
In Kingston. Hell of a goalie.
Was going all Pete Rose on him just the cost of doing business?
I had an incident with his sister.
Oh.
We dated a little bit. And, you know, family wasn't the nicest to me.
What was your reputation like in that league?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that the OHL is a much superior league than the WHL.
Well, that's a low blow there.
I'd have to agree. I'd agree.
Moose Jaw Warriors won the Ed Chenoweth Cup last year. Won a Memorial Cup as well. Well, they didn't do too well in them.
Great teams.
Yeah. Theo Fleury, Braden Point.
All guys that I love.
Yeah.
I believe I was leading the OHL in scoring by Christmas, and I didn't get a World Junior invite.
Question, did you use the chip on your shoulder from that? Did you take that into training camps with you throughout the league, and was that part of it?
I had great parents, but they didn't tell me that they loved me. I knew they loved me, but we weren't a household that shared our love. My mom, she once spent 9 hours in a Zellers fighting with a woman about a return.
Oh, jeez.
And I think that was the defining marker that I carried into the league.
Yeah.
That, fuck everyone.
Yeah.
You know, Nick here played in the O for the Sioux. He was a Sioux great.
I did. 2000, 2003.
You know, somebody told me that, and I said, I'm not sure how true that is.
Yeah, well, 2000, 2003, I was born in the Sioux. Had a little bit of a bit of a rough experience as a kid as well. Some family issues, thank you. I had a cup of coffee 2000, 2003 with Beezer. Was my coach, Hartsburg. I got to see a young Jeff Carter coming out. That was incredible. But
hell of a player.
Hell of a player. What a shot.
Whose training camp did you go to?
Detroit. I was there 2004.
Huh.
I think really what we should talk about, though, is these legendary coaches. I really value them. I was fortunate to play with them. Beezer, to me, he's like a father to me. He's a fantastic guy. But Scotty Bowman, for you. You have some great Scotty stories. What was that like?
I once took a sauna with the man naked.
Did you?
Yep.
You and I both share a history with the great Mike Babcock, who, as most people know, I roomed with at USask for a semester before he requested a change. He's also been a frequent guest on our show here.
What's your name?
Nick. I actually attended Detroit's camp back in 06 too.
Yeah, doesn't ring a bell.
The only reason I made the NHL is because of Mike Babcock.
Oh.
Mike Babcock is one of the greatest coaches that I've ever had. I would consider him a close personal friend. He is a completely disturbed man, somewhat of a psychopath.
I was roommates with him. I could tell you that.
Could you imagine being so fucking sadistic that you wanted to one day get to the rink and say, hey guys, why don't you all line up? You got no fucking chance to delete anything. Hand me your cell phones and show me what is in your photo library.
Well, I have a flip phone, all right? So you'd never find my nudes. They're on a floppy disk anyway.
You know, Bab's got a lot of scars on his face. His fucking face is like a roadmap. He must have saw some corners. Was he a player?
He was a decent player, but I left after that semester. We didn't get along as roommates, so I went back to the Prairie Junior League, and
What league was that again?
it's defunct now. But I play for the Duck Lake Fighting Sturgeon up north. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Good
not-
league.
Junior A tier 2, but
Yeah, good league.
Almost went to Lake State.
Questions.
Yeah, what if we play? All right, so I want to talk about
What's wrong?
sometimes when it's tobacco, the cigarette smoke. You know, I smoke Belmonts, but I do have asthma, so if you guys could just blow the smoke that way, that'd be good. But
How does that affect your game?
a lot, yeah.
Would you-
like 30-second shifts? That's about it.
On and off?
Yeah, but 110% the whole way.
Hit me, I'm ready, I'm hungry. I mean, I'm not that hungry. I had some pad thai, I'm dying. Don't ever eat sodium before the game.
We really shouldn't smoke in here. It's wood. It's flammable. On top of my asthma, plus it's probably a station violation. It's fine. True or false? You nearly killed your childhood hero Brett Hull by poisoning him with a bag of ketchup chips while renting a room in his Detroit home.
Well, if ketchup chips is a code word for pot brownies with a lot of pot in them.
Devil's lettuce.
True.
Yeah.
Devil's lettuce.
Jeez.
Actually, speaking of Holly, though, Sean, I think a part of your game that was so underrated that people don't talk about was that wrist shot of yours.
You know Holly?
No, Holly and we had a couple run-ins, but your wrist shot,
Yeah.
the way that you leaned into it,
Yeah.
scored a lot of goals like that.
Yeah.
Did watching Holly, like, did that inform you, like leaning into the stick, shooting off the toe?
You keep saying Holly, it's
Sounds like you know him.
does.
Like, I don't call you Aves. I just met you.
You know what? You can though.
I can? All right. Well,
I'll
thanks,
stick
Aves.
with Sean if that makes you feel better.
No problem.
Okay.
Could I have my lighter back?
Did I?
It's right there on the green one there, Nick. Yeah.
What's in the pen?
What's the stuff that they rub on knees? Hemp?
CBD.
CBD.
hemp, or-
Yeah.
CBD.
Is it nice.
Very smooth. Ripsky.
Am I going to get a contact high or is there...
you're
no.
fine.
Okay.
You know Ron McLean, he fucked Don Cherry.
Really?
Not
No, not literally.
not literally. Macker. No, not literally.
Hey, Macker.
He didn't fuck him.
Get the
literally,
joke.
but he did fuck him.
Yeah.
Didn't have his back.
I do miss grapes. Yeah. He was one of a kind.
Truer words have never been spoken. The first time that I ever met Ron McLean, I was at a golf tournament in Digby, Nova Scotia,
Okay.
with the Trailer Park Boys. And Ron McLean was there, and
Yeah, I saw him with his shirt off. There's a photo of him with his shirt off dancing on a bar. I thought
he's got 6 beers. McLean, the shirt's off. He caused a disturbance, okay? I had his back, and I threw the security guard in the pool. And the security guard said, I'm going to call the cops. And Bubbles, out of nowhere, said, go ahead. It's going to take them 2 hours to get here from Halifax. Why did I tell you that story?
I don't know.
You got a Robbie Robertson vibe.
Great band. The band, Levon Helm,
Yeah.
Garth Hudson,
Danko.
Richard Manuel, Rick Danko.
Yeah,
Love that band. You
Yeah.
seen The Last Waltz, I take it?
many times.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. Scorsese directed it.
Yeah.
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 Nick doesn't know that. He doesn't know much of anything.
Ralph Intranuvo.
Missed him.
Oh. One of the greatest Sioux Greyhounds of
missed
all
him.
time.
Yeah.
It's weird you didn't know who he
Yeah,
was.
I missed him when I was there last. Yeah.
So there's some stuff in your book, Sean, and I read it, but I skimmed it. So besides doing body shots of tequila off Chris Chelios in the sauna, fuck. Norm, can we take that back?
No, you can't take
Besides
that
doing
back. It's a sauna. I actually renamed the sauna. Whenever I'm in it,
the sauna,
you're now in the sauna, gentlemen.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Macker.
You know-
Can you call me Macker in the sauna?
Fuck yeah.
All right.
I'll smack you with banya leaves.
Okay.
You know what that is?
No. I don't know why I said okay, and I don't know what it is.
How good looking are you in Moose Jaw?
It's kind of you.
That was the WestJet 781, I believe, out of Saskatoon.
You know, the reason that I moved to Laurel Canyon when I played for the LA Kings was because of the band.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Neil Young used to live over there.
It's
I
the
believe
area.
Janice-
Laurel Canyon is that party area right up in the hills.
It's the only place that still has a soul.
There's a lot of filmmakers that live there too. I believe Hal Ashby. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a desired. What? Who doesn't love a Harold and Maude? You don't like Harold and Maude?
No?
No, I have
Nick,
no.
Nick doesn't know much about anything.
I'm not a big film guy.
No.
Not a big
No.
film guy.
All right, so can we shift
Always
it?
getting by on those looks, eh?
I don't know.
Hey.
So what's the craziest thing you've ever seen in a locker room besides Donald Brashear scrubbing his dog's balls in the team shower?
I once saw Donald Brashear's dog shaving Donald's back in the sauna.
In the
In the sauna.
Swear to God.
Question for you about locker room camaraderie these days.
Yeah.
The game's changed a lot, right? Like, guys are constantly on their phones. Locker room camaraderie, I feel like our day and age, right? A lot
I
different.
can't.
You've got the phones, you've got the iPads on the bench.
Okay, I'll
now.
try.
Are you
Imagine
gonna get?
having
Are you
that.
gonna
I'll
get?
try.
Are you gonna get to it?
No, yeah, well, yeah. iPads on the bench. No, I was just curious your thoughts on if you believe that the game's going in the wrong direction when it comes to locker room camaraderie. These guys just disassociated with each other now, or
That's good.
more
Thank you,
involved?
Sean. That's very good.
Oh, it's
Thank
the first time for him. More involved in isolating themselves with their devices, or is there still room for grabbing a couple pops with the boys?
Wow. It took a long time to get to that
Well,
one,
a
right?
good thing, right? We had to wait for this guy to get those coughs out.
Sean, do you have something against the country of Finland?
Oh no.
Well, why'd you leave after only 2 games in the lockout year?
You know,
You had 3 goals in 2 games.
Wow. Talk about a fucking hot start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
researcher.
Hot start.
We do deep
No,
cuts
my
around
start.
Oh, yeah. I finally
you were-
complimented him.
I thought you were talking about me too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I had a great time. It was dark, 24 hours a day, and everybody was very pale. They ate fish out of a tin can for breakfast. I played 2 games. I dominated. I got into a fight with Tuomo Ruutu.
Oh, wow.
NHLer, Tuomo
Wow.
Ruutu. Was he a teammate there?
No,
Other-
other team.
Other team.
We got into a fight. I got ejected. I went to the sauna with all the guys. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to fly to New York for Fashion Week. I'm not cut out for this place. I got my equipment and I flew home and we had an off day. And then on Monday they were calling like, where the fuck is this guy? I was in New York.
Speaking of Sin City, we're taping this episode the same time as Fashion Week in the Big Apple. Shout out to Nick for this question because he's a bit of a fancy pants himself, as you can see.
The city that never sleeps.
That's what it is.
He
Is it
said
true?
Sin City.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
Is it true that
gonna
you
get
attend?
there.
Is it true that you attended the famed Mets game with Brendan Shanahan as members of the Rangers?
It's the Met Gala, you dummy, not the Mets game.
Yeah, I've never seen the Mets play.
Mets game.
All right.
Met
I'm
Gala.
sorry. That was someone's got to proofread.
But I'm
these
curious,
questions
Sean.
next
Actually,
time.
like let's piggyback off that. There's this artistic side to you, beautiful artistic side to you. You've found interest in so many different things outside of the game. One of which I find fascinating is that you interned at Vogue.
You know, Nick's an intern on the show. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet.
I once had dinner with Karl Lagerfeld.
Oh, he's fancy
Stylish.
designer.
He wears these shirts. They're incredible. They actually very similar to grapes. It's a double collar.
Sean, is it true that you threatened Will.i.am of the Black Eyed Peas with physical violence?
I did, yes.
As an intern, right?
I was an intern once too.
Yeah.
Speaking of fancy threads, how would you rate my attire here? This is vintage Sears and Roebuck.
It's great. Moose jaw green.
Yeah,
Jaw
Moose
green.
Jaw green. Yeah.
Couple of moose knuckles and moose jaw, eh? Hey.
True or false, you've been banned from every men's league in the state of California.
Yeah, 52 rinks.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know who banned me?
Who?
My former teammate.
Who?
Played with him in 2 places. Luke Robitaille.
He banned
Oh,
you?
wow.
Personally.
Really?
Yeah, he signed the letter.
Oh, jeez.
Imagine that.
We're shifting gears a little bit to something more light. True or false, you nominated yourself for 2007 People Magazine Sexiest Man of the Year. Recognize that face right there?
What did I do?
Did you nominate yourself?
And look at The Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Dwayne
the
Johnston.
sexy scar
But look at
section.
the jaw, but the jawline on both of you. Similar
You're
jawline.
sitting right next to him. You don't have to
No,
kiss his
but
ass.
look at it. What year
Jesus.
was that, Sean?
2007. Skipping around the timeline a little bit here. You win a cup with Detroit. You shoot out to Cali. You take a fast liking to the city of death.
It's the City of Angels.
Quiet. And you provide some vivid detail of your off-ice escapades in town. True or false? Paris Hilton spanked you without your consent at a party in the Hollywood Hills.
No, I gave consent.
You gave consent. Oh, so false. I got to read this book. You were on the 18th season of Dancing with the Stars. What was your inspiration for that? Did you tap dance as a kid? Because I did.
No, I wasn't on that show.
Dancing Contemporary. Sean Avery and his partner Karina Smirnoff.
Thought you were a dancer. I was a big Gene Kelly fan, singing in the rain. Anyway, we do a little polka night every Thursday at the Rotary Club. It's a real hoot. You should definitely come by if you're still in town. Yeah, Nick has a standing invite. He still hasn't shown his face, though.
Let's just get on topic here.
All right.
I want to hear about the arts. I want to hear more about what Sean
Well, I was
does with
going
the
to invite
arts.
him to polka night at the Rotary
He's
Club
not going
on
to
Thursday.
polka
He
night
said he's
with
in
you,
town.
Sean. The relentlessness, the no off switch. Do you put that into your characters in the movies, or are you more method?
Beautiful. Beautiful words. My liege, I did deny no prisoners. But I remember when the fight was done, and I was dry with rage and extreme toil, breathless and faint, leaning upon my sword. Then came a certain lord. Neat. He was neat. He was too neat.
Is that Shakespeare?
It is.
All right.
Well done, Lindy.
I told somebody 8 years ago that I was going to win a Golden Globe.
You got plenty of time?
It's going to happen,
Yeah.
Lindy.
So you've acted in Tenet and Oppenheimer. What is it like to work with Christopher Nolan, and are his sets as professional as this? Sorry, Tenet. Tenet.
You could spell it
Yeah.
fraud.
It's a palindrome. Yeah.
It's a palindrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still can't pronounce it, but it's a palindrome.
I still don't know what the movie's about.
Visually stunning.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The atom bomb.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We're talking about the other one.
We're talking.
sorry.
Stay with us,
That
Nick.
pen, I gotta
Stay
tell
with
you, that
us.
pen.
Anyway, I could talk all
nice.
night about movies,
CBD.
but
Could you?
yeah. Oh yeah. I
You
can
wanna
go
know
toe to
what
toe
my
with you.
favorite movie is?
What is it?
The Big Chill.
That's a great one. Lawrence Kasdan.
If I go anywhere,
Yeah.
I'll take that movie anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of a
What if
crowd
I-
pleaser for all ages. Well, not a pleaser, but a great film for all ages.
It is
yeah.
a pleaser.
Yeah.
It's about life.
Yeah.
We all have issues.
Yes, yes, we do.
And
Your cheeks are looking rather red.
It's hot in here.
Oh,
Not
yeah, it
gonna
is
lie, but
warm.
I'm dealing
It's
with
warm.
it, unlike someone I
All
know.
right, so speaking of movies here, we're going to play a little game here, Sean, because
Okay.
that's what we do in the Jaw, and the name of the game is Big Shot. It's quite straightforward. It doesn't involve you eating any cheese like our last guest who was lactose intolerant.
These are good cheeses, guys.
Oh, yeah,
we appreciate you.
It's called Top Cheese for a reason, Nate. I'm going to describe a character from a movie or TV show, and you have to tell me which former NHLer appeared in said role. Let's go. Question number 1. Over the course of its esteemed 12,500 episodes, which former NHLer played a mafia enforcer on the soap opera The Young and the Restless? Was it A, Marty McSorley, B, Marcel Dion, C, Wayne Gretzky, or D, Ilya Bryzgalov? Mafia enforcer.
A, Marty McSorley.
That is what I would have said as well. But the correct answer is Wayne Gretzky.
Wow.
Are you just visiting, Mr.
Call me Wayne. Everybody does.
Question number 2. In the critically acclaimed 1997 motion picture Con Air, starring friend of the show Nicolas Cage, which former NHLer played a co-pilot? Was it A, Mike Sillinger, B, Joe Sacco, C. Dave Taylor, or D. Marty McSorley?
Yeah, that'll be D again, Marty McSorley.
All right, you're 1 for 2. You're batting 500 here.
Wow.
Question number 3. Which retired NHLer appeared as Chief Izzy in 3 episodes of the FX series Rescue Me? And I'll give you a hint. He's Italian. Is it A, Todd Bertuzzi, B, Dino Ciccarelli, C, Phil Esposito, or D, Tony Esposito?
You want to know what's awesome? I once fought Dino Ciccarelli inside
in Sarnia, right?
a limousine in Sarnia, Ontario.
How did that transpire?
You know, some things are just better
Left
left
unsaid.
unsaid.
Okay, so back to the last question here. Chief Izzy, 3-episode run on Rescue Me, the FX series.
I love Todd Bertuzzi. One of the greatest sucker punches in the history of the NHL.
Yeah, that was quite the incident there. Yeah.
And are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like it rough and tumble anymore?
The thing you gave me, I'm feeling a little just warm.
Welcome aboard, my friend.
Hey, Todd Bertuzzi.
That is not the correct answer. The answer is C, Hall of Famer Phil Esposito, pride of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, unlike Nick Farino over there.
There we go.
Anyway, Sean,
This part's good.
we like to reward mediocrity around here. So these are game-worn pants by Fulton Reed of the Mighty Ducks Disney franchise,
Supra.
CCM Supras.
Yeah,
Look at the sides.
I know. Game worn?
Game worn by Fulton Reed.
Huh.
Okay, Fulton. Shoot your heart out.
Anyway, these are
Do
pretty
you want these?
heavy to hold still. Do you?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank
You're
you.
good?
though.
Okay,
Yeah,
we can give
I
it to
appreciate it.
someone else next time.
Figured as much.
It's too bad. I thought you were going to like them. But, okay. Sean, some of the language you've used on the ice was frighteningly ahead of its time.
Terrible.
Okay. You're sort of an artist when it comes to talking trash. There was one you had tailored specifically to Eric Lindros in reference to his overly involved hockey mom when you said, pick up the pace, Bonnie, you fat fuck. Did you know Bonnie?
Oh my God. First of all, Bonnie Lindros, legend.
What was her
Legend of the game. Okay, momager? What do you mean? What was her MO? He got drafted number 1
By the
overall
Nordiques.
by the Nordiques. And Bonnie said, fuck the Nordiques. Fuck the entire province. It's province. They're provinces, right?
Yeah, Quebec.
Yeah. Quebec.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, tried to separate from...
Separatists.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Goddamn.
separatists.
They burnt tires.
Yeah.
I could smell them from Kingston. When you get into a role, you asked me earlier, you got to do your research, man.
Yeah.
You got to become it.
Yeah.
So when I'm coming up with puncharoonies, I want to get these guys off their game. You got to go deep.
As we end the program,
He always kills the flow.
I know.
It's
Trust
like
me.
as
Sean-
soon as we get
I
rolling
know.
and you feel a little movement, and you're like, oh, this feels good. We got something here.
Choppy like his stride.
Oh.
Sean, you saw my game for the Phantoms, where it's the Division One league, obviously. I don't know how long you're in town for.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You don't want to. You don't want to play.
I'm good.
You could play center. You want to play left wing?
You know, nothing good is going to come from that. What do you want me to do?
Hey, just come out and play with the fellas.
And do what?
I'll give you some backdoor passes.
Right.
You know?
So you just want me to go to the back door?
Yeah. Or you could do a little dance in front, right?
What am I? He's a clown now.
Yeah, like a clown?
Like a clown?
What are you implying?
Yeah.
Like you're.
Are you implying like that I'm a fucking clown?
No, you dance.
Do I look like a marionette?
Now you're quoting Mr. Pesci.
Do you think I'm a
in
joke?
Goodfellas.
A joker?
No.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, can I ask you why you
Uh-huh.
why were you
What?
why were you banned?
Why?
Why were you banned
Why?
from the rinks?
Why?
I'm asking you why.
I know.
Why were you banned from the rinks?
Why do you think?
I don't know. I heard you might have ragged on a kid who celebrated a little too much. Is that true?
I'm dangerous, brother.
Yeah. I know. I've seen you play.
Why do you want to take me to that place? What the fuck?
Well done, Lindy.
All right, Sean Avery, thanks so much for braving the Great White North with us. I'm Lindy McLeod, and that's Nick Farino, and this is live from Moose Jaw. We'll see you back on the prairie next week.
Hey. Hey, let me ask you guys something. Somebody said something about somebody stole something at some point. There was some sort of a theft. And I was actually extremely compassionate towards it.
Nicky the fish?
Just save it.
It's tough to get a good fucking fillet nowadays. You know
I
what
agree.
I mean? No, yeah, no, I saw the video. Lindy showed it to me. It's out there, whatever. Who cares? Let it go. Let it go. Release yourself, my friend.
You're in Moose Jaw now.
New beginning.
Yeah.
New beginning.
Can I bump one of those?